Well, Clayton, thank you so much for joining me. I'm excited to get an update from you on what's happening with Brave Software. There's many exciting things, the 80,000 people that are part of the BAT community, your upcoming Brave NFT wallet. And so this should be a fun conversation. Can you please introduce yourself, give me a little background on who you are and what you do as the director of Brave Software?
Yeah, so hey everyone, my name is Clayton Hartford. I'm a director at Brave Software. For those of you that aren't familiar, Brave is a web browser, really similar to Safari or Google Chrome, but we're really focused on privacy. And you can also kind of think of Brave as your Web3 browser, your privacy browser. And it's really starting to evolve into almost a super app with a private search engine, a private VPN, and I'm really focused on growing Brave. Happy to share that we have almost 40 million monthly active users now, so 38.9. And I think a great theme for this conversation would be, how Brave is going to be onboarding the next 100 million people to NFTs.
Yes, please. We all want the same thing. So you have this community of 40 million browser users and 80,000 BAT holders, and you're looking toward having 100 million people on board to NFTs and being a big part of that. Can you talk to me a bit about the ways that these different communities are cultivated, or governance, things of that nature, where they have some sense of a voice or more authority than a traditional centralized environment? Anything, insights on community, I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, so we have about 80,000 people that are part of the BAT community, BAT, which stands for Basic Attention Token. And that's on Reddit. Fun fact, I was actually part of the BAT community before I joined Brave. So I highly encourage everyone to get involved. And yeah, the community kind of just started out organically. We launched a token that's native to the Brave browser. So people are opting into this attention economy that we built, and they start receiving tokens in return for viewing advertising. And the community started out kind of organically on Twitter, and we were using Rocket Chat at the time. And then we moved over to Telegram, and now there's the BAT Brigade on Discord. So check out the BAT Brigade. Shout out to the BAT Brigade. Very active community. We're all focused on supporting Brave's mission. So when you think about Brave, it's a privacy browser, it's a Web3 browser, and there's a blockchain-based digital advertising platform that lives on top of the browser. And the whole, I guess, overarching goal is just to reinvent the web and make it better for people, for advertisers, and for publishers. And so we have people in the community that are rallying to support certain publishers, whether it's like Spinnin' Records, a record label, or it's The Guardian, or even the Detroit Free Press is now technically part of the BAT community. So it's basically snowballed into this vibrant community that basically was conceived, I'd say, on Twitter.
Well, I remember connecting with some folks in your team in Germany in 2018, and just so fascinated with the vision, yet the practical nature by which your team was building specific things that could work right now. On that front, if we talk tech and we talk about the upcoming Brave NFT wallet and the potential of that being an additional catalyst to getting 100 million people involved with NFTs in the near future, talk to me a bit about what's coming up with this NFT wallet and why people should be tuned in, and maybe how they would stay up to date on release and things of that nature.
Yeah, for sure. So there's 38.9 people that are actively using Brave every month. And all of these people have a crypto wallet built into the Brave browser. So we're almost at 50 million. And the team's working on it right now, but over the coming weeks, you're going to see this wallet evolve quite rapidly. So it's going to be more than just a kind of a crypto wallet or a DeFi wallet. It's going to be kind of the crypto wallet. And it's going to be more than a gallery. We're going to be doing marketplace integrations, but I think what's really important for everyone to recognize, there's a ton of wallets in the marketplace right now, and I think the main differentiator between Brave and the next one is that with the Brave wallet, you're going to have a native in-browser wallet. So what's the opposite of a native in-browser wallet? That would be kind of like an extension, right? And so having an in-browser wallet is efficient for a number of different reasons. But basically, a great point is that you don't risk downloading a wallet off of a random website or somewhere on the internet and thinking it's MetaMask, but it's really not, right? So there's a security element that's a big value proposition. There's a privacy element. And what people don't realize is that most wallets really don't have many protections. So just with Brave in general, you have a number of different security and privacy protections just at the browser level, and that kind of carries over to the wallet as well. So with the Brave wallet, you don't have to worry about your wallet addresses leaking out to third parties. Having these third parties match that wallet address and some of your transaction information with another public or private profile somewhere. And then who knows what they do with that, and potentially matching that with another profile for advertisers. So yeah, you can kind of think of Brave as your Web3 browser. We've got a great wallet coming soon. We have a great wallet and with NFT features coming soon. And we hear you on Twitter and we hear you on Reddit. And yeah, I wake up every morning and hear about people getting completely wiped out. And we're here to bring privacy and security to NFT space.
I think there's a lot of people that are thankful for that, because you and your team and the just the overall Web3 that is Brave software is trusted in so many different ways, right? 40 million of us use you as the browser. When we think about the future, if I say to you NFT 2024 and you project a couple of years out, what are you hopeful for that's developed at Brave Software or just in the NFT industry as a whole?
That's a great question. I think about it all the time. I like to think of Brave kind of as like my surfboard for surfing the web. And you can opt into this attention economy and you can kind of surf to earn. So you can engage with brands and earn tokens. I like to think of Brave as kind of like your surfboard for the metaverse and kind of your gateway.
I like that. So if you had all the billboards in Times Square and you had all 5,000 NFT NYC attendees' attention, what would be something that you might say to them? Let's call this a final word of our conversation today.
I would say GM Web3.
That's good. That's good. Well, Clayton, thank you for joining me. For anybody that's watching us live or sees the archive, thank you for your attention. Your attention is very valuable. I think Brave has made a point of that. I'll be back again with another one of these live streamed conversations. My name is Ian Utilli. I'm one of the co-producers of NFT NYC. And Clayton, I'm so thankful that you jumped in and joined us for this conversation. I'll see you in a couple weeks in New York.
You bet.